Brands have given me over 90 wallets at this point to test out, and these are my top 10 wallets. And of course, if you want to purchase any of these wallets at any point in time in this video, I do have paid links down in the description and the top comment. They help me out if you guys do use it, and I do have discount codes where available down there as well. As there's no specific ranking to these wallets, these are the best in each of their categories, so I'm going to label each category, letting you know why this is the best in that category, the pros and cons of each wallet. And of course, at the very end is my all-time favorite wallet, making that really the only ranked one. First up is my favorite all-time pop-up ejector wallet, and this is a newer addition to my collection. This is the PunCube Mech Wallet Wasteland. I like the Wasteland the best because of this just kind of styling right here, and it also has the best clicking of any wallet. And the number one thing I like about this wallet really is the quality for the price. Now, it is a full metal ejector mechanism. You can see right there. It ejects the cards out nearly perfectly every single time. And another really cool feature about it is these modular accessories. As you can see right here, these two things are the main wallet. This is a MagSafe plate that you see right here, and this is a money clip. Each of those are accessories that were added afterwards, so you can fully customize it. And just so you guys can see it, this is another one of their wallets that I also do like, but I prefer the Wasteland, but this is their modular bifold attachment on this one. Now, the really only two things that I don't much care for in this wallet is how hard it is to get the cards out quietly. Now, the sound is really cool. However, it definitely is an event every time you use the wallet. So if you're trying to get your cards out quietly and not trying to make a scene, this is not the wallet for you. And the other thing I don't much care for on this wallet is its weight. When you add on these add-ons, it definitely adds some significant weight to the wallet, which is a bit of a bummer. Now, my favorite slim leather wallet that I have right now is the Double Oak Cloud wallet. And this is their full grain version and is definitely my favorite out of all of their wallets, which I have quite a few of. The full grain leather is definitely really high quality on this wallet. As you can see, this thing is really starting to patina for me and looks awesome and feels really good in the pocket as it's really pliable. It's also extremely compact when compared to a lot of the other style of bifold wallets. As you can see, it's pretty full right here and it is still quite slim. It is a really good value for the price as well. This is actually a relatively cheap wallet for a full grain wallet. And outside of their quick access slots right here, I like this pull tab where you can easily get cards that are behind there, and then you only have to fold your cash once, and they hide really nicely right here behind this tab. Really, the only downside I have with this one is the fact that it may not have quite enough room for most people, especially if you're somebody that is wanting a true bifold. This is going to be quite a bit more compact and will not hold nearly as much cash or cards as a lot of other bifolds out there. Speaking of my favorite bifolds, this is my favorite non-leather bifold. We'll get to leather bifolds here in a bit. And this is the Alpaca Arc Bifold Cash Wallet. It is still a relatively slim wallet, even though it's a full-size bifold. I do like that it incorporates this kind of minimalist style pull tab where you can easily access rear cards back there. And unlike a lot of the minimalist wallets out there, this does have a full-size cash sleeve in the back for those people that really want a more traditional experience. And another cool thing about it is it does have a magnetic hold right there, so it holds the wallet closed even when you kind of shake it around, so you don't have to worry about it opening up on you. And of course, it still has these quick access slots right here for easy access cards, which a lot of the more traditional wallets don't have. As for downsides, well, I do like the fabric. It still is not as nice as something like a top grain or a full grain leather wallet. It just doesn't have the same kind of ambiance, it doesn't have the same feel, and I do prefer a leather bifold to a wallet like this. But that said, this does have a fantastic price point, making it not too difficult to justify. Jumping into my favorite travel wallet, this right here is the Nomad Passport Wallet Pen Edition, and it makes it a pen edition because it has Nomad's titanium pen that is magnetically held into there. This is a sweet pen that I like a ton. But as for the wallet, it is especially nice because this is Horween leather, which feels awesome and works really well, and you can see is starting to patina for me. On the inside, it has really nice quick access cards right here. You do have to fold your bill once to be able to get into the cash slots, which is a bit of a bummer. Maybe not in euros if you're over in Europe, and this is a perfect place to be able to keep things like vouchers and flight tickets right here. And of course, you slide your passport in right here, and for obvious reasons, I am not putting my passport in here, but it does work pretty well. Overall, this is a very, very well thought out and high quality product. With my only real downside to this is I actually do wish this was a full grain leather, or it kind of has that more rough kind of finish to it. Next up is my favorite MagSafe wallet, and that goes to the Extra Card Holder Pro MagSafe edition. This one actually just came out and I was able to get my hands on one, and I am extremely impressed. Of course, it has your full metal ejector mechanism. As you can see, it is metal down in there, which is awesome from their standard Card Holder Pro, but it's extremely special because it has MagSafe on both sides of the wallet, which means that you don't have to take your wallet off to use other MagSafe accessories like a car mount or like a desk mount or something like that. You can keep your wallet on the phone and still be able to use it like normal. That extra MagSafe mount also allows for you to get other kind of accessories. And yes, these really do definitely attract fingerprints, as you can see, but this is their money clip that you can add on there. This is an extra iPhone tracker card that you can add on there so it doesn't take up space on the interior. And if you want additional capacity for cards, they actually have a sandwich style wallet that you can magnetize on there as well. The biggest downside to this comes down to its value. It doesn't come with a cash strap, it doesn't come with an expansion plate and all of that, and it's similarly priced to their standard Card Holder Pro, with the only real upgrade being the fact that it has MagSafe on it. So if you're looking for the best value, this is not going to be it. This is going to be for those people that really want a MagSafe wallet that they can throw on the back of their phone. And speaking of value, this is my favorite, a budget wallet. This is the Trevondo Slide Wallet and is the cheapest wallet on this list, but is packed with some pretty awesome features, making it one of the best quality to price ratios of really any wallet we've talked about so far, and we'll talk about it all. It also is one of the best sounding wallets. It has all metal construction. Everything on the exterior and interior is metal. And the interior capacity is 8 cards, making it have one of the largest capacity of any wallets on this list on the interior of the wallet. And I'm not going to say the price in this video because it constantly is changing, but I will say it is a screaming deal. The main downsides to this and why it isn't the best like pop-up wallet like what we talked about earlier or my overall favorite is because of 2 different things. One, when you slide the face down right there, it does pop it out. It does make it so it's nice and even, which is nice, but it doesn't have any rubber stoppers like a lot of the other ejector card holders have. So it kind of, the cards can slide in and out. They can just like dump out and stuff. And that is a bummer. I think it would feel a little bit more premium if they added little rubber stoppers like a lot of the other wallets. And the other downside is, while this door right here that goes back and forth is really, really cool, it also catches cards. See, you can see right here. You have to make it a 2-step process where you kind of let the plate go like that, let them drop in, and then you close the door. So it's a 2-step process to close your wallet, which is a bit of a bummer, but by no means makes it any less of a value. This is a screaming deal. Before we get to the next wallet, I do want to invite you to subscribe if you have found this video at all helpful. I have a lot of reviews and buyer's guides coming out here soon. And also make sure to like the videos. It helps me out in the algorithm. So let's get right back to it. Which leads me to my favorite tracker wallet, and this is the Lorzor Wallet Pro. It is a full trackable wallet, as you can see inside of there. That is the mechanism behind the clear tech, which I think looks pretty cool, but maybe not everybody will, but I still think it is cool. So it is integrated with the Find My network, meaning that you can track it on your iPhone just like you would on any other tool. The spring-loaded mechanism on it is pretty sweet. It has an actual spring on the interior that springs them up instead of it being a push button where you kind of push them up like a lot of the other ejector card holders. This one, you just push and it ejects it out the top. For the price and for what I was expecting, this one exceeded my expectations. Really, the only downside to this wallet is if you don't really like this clear tech styling, and of course, that spring mechanism on the interior of the wallet, I don't know how long it's going to last, and I am a bit worried about that. If you are looking for a more traditional leather bifold experience, the Wally Bifold 5.0 is going to be my favorite pick. Now, it isn't exactly a traditional wallet, but it has a much more traditional feel to it. It has 2 pull tabs on the exterior, which is cool. So you pull up and a card comes out the end. And the same thing on this side, a card comes out the end. I think you can put up to 2 on either side. And it is a very well thought out design. On the interior is a really nice kind of cash clip right here that works well. It has just enough friction right there to make it so your cash won't fall out, but it makes it so you can still easily get the cash out if you want. And then for additional card access, you do have some quick access pouches right there for more cards. Really, the only downside I have with this wallet is the fact with these pull tabs right here, it does make it so this wallet is just a little bit thicker than it needs to be. They probably could cut down some bulk if they went with a little bit more of a traditional bifold design. As for the best sandwich style wallet, you would be wrong if you assumed it would be something like a Ridge wallet. Well, we are looking at the Proof Wallet Top Grain. It's also called the Founder. This is one of my all-time favorite wallets, but is definitely my favorite sandwich wallet. It is the top grain style leather, meaning it does patina really well. As you can see, it's patinaing. That's a word. And it is held up really well and has a lifetime warranty that is bragged about, that you can get these replaced extremely easy through the manufacturer. It is a pull tab style wallet, and that does work well. You pull it out like that, and then you can fan out your cards and easily get to the one that you want. And then you put it back in, you collapse all of them, and then push it back into the wallet. It has been really durable for me. I have some other wallets like this in testing, and they are not really fraying at all, which is nice. They are holding up extremely well with the elastic band. It's easy to get cash in and out of the wallet right here. And it holds up to 25 cards, making it one of the highest capacity wallets, even Bifold wallets I've ever used, while still being an extremely compact wallet, being barely larger than credit cards themselves. The major downside to this is it's competing both with a sandwich wallet design, which this is much easier to get to than something like a Ridge wallet, but it's also competing with ejector style wallets, which I find it doesn't fan it out nearly as well as ejector style wallets, which is a bit of a bummer. But overall, this is an amazing wallet I've been very impressed with. And now for the winner of the best overall wallet I have ever used. This is the Exter Card Holder Pro, and I have been so incredibly impressed with this wallet. I don't normally go back to wallets after testing them just because I go through so many. It's 90 plus at this point, but the Exter Card Holder Pro really is the best wallet I have ever used. It has a 7-card interior capacity. It is a full metal card ejector mechanism on the interior. It has a lifetime warranty. It has a built-in expansion plate to be able to hold another 7 cards right here. It has a really good cash strap on the outside. This is a plate that can be swapped out for a non-money clip version, both of which come with the wallet. And the rubbery band right here makes it so that these do not slide up and down like a lot of the other card ejector mechanism wallets out there. It also isn't a massive wallet. Sure, they're a little bit taller than some of the other wallets to house this ejector mechanism, but you do not feel this in your pocket. Even though it is metal, you really don't feel it in your pocket at all. This is a seriously good wallet, and you really can't, I know a lot of people compare these to a lot of the other wallets out there, because when you visually look at these wallets compared to others, there are a lot of wallets out there that do look like this, but once you have them in your hand and compare them face to face, the quality on these is so much better than any other ejector card mechanism wallet that looks like this that I have ever seen. With the only downside being, as I talked about earlier, it isn't super noticeable in your pocket, but when you compare it to something like this Trayvondo, you can see it's taller. When you compare it to like a Proof wallet, it is taller. So overall, that is the major downside to this. And then of course, the other downside being is it's a little more expensive than some of the other wallets on this list. And of course, if you wanted to purchase any of the wallets that you found on this list, I do have paid links down in the description and the top comment. And if you want to look at other pop-up wallets, I have a video on the screen right now for you to check out.